Look over there! She's all by herself, right? Because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. Paimon's creeped out. What? You mean, so is this an invisible friend who hangs out with you sometimes? Or do they just exist in imaginary? Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? Why didn't you just say so, this imaginary friend of yours? When does Paimon get to meet them? Seriously? So, imaginary friends just... Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours. No way! Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you guys could play it with just the...
Oh, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Tone-deaf bard. What are you doing here?
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions...
Come now, that's no way to speak about the... For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some
dangerous?
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's... Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while.
Huh?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So, you can see them? Go on, tell us!
That would be telling. Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler. Take a look, see if you can...
Do you see him? Do you see him?
So it does work for you too.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this gizmo isn't in Paimon. All right then, you'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground. Let's go see what... Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed. You know, Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend.
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. We grew up together.
No fair. Paimon hates feeling like...
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloat...
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant.
Friends with a flying plant? What?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together. You gotta admit that's pretty...
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some people... I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me... I think his name was... Stanley. Stanley's and you can tell he's an expert at it from The Amazing Adventures of Stanley are super... He's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to tell you...
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But,
Flora's a pretty mysterious kid.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how... No!
Well, that is unexpected.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out right now. That thing is
What say you we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being?
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Seriously? Oh, alright. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even...
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being
Just drink responsibly on my premises.
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion, or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you were most...
Sorry, I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master Diluc, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home, a beautiful one.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have them.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon for one
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly? Let's go and check. How about Ellen?
Uh-oh. Somehow Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary. Jean? What is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? Yeah, she's so...
Oh, hello.
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his... Oh, I hope I can be as...
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with...
I mean, obviously, I want to become a knight.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Huh. How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to... Oh, thank you. It's clear as...
So modest. I, for one, think you're...
Well, I'm exhausted.
Ellen!
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up. Ugh, but I'm so sore from training. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's gone adventuring at the Temple of the Lion with Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of... We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another day? Great!
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further. We didn't bag all the loot last time!
Those those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Not to worry, allow me.
Windblade! Disappear!
With sword comes shadow.
Yeah! Brace yourselves.
Hey, are those guys?
Think you can get away? Yahoo! Yeah! Boom boom!
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, that could... So, you must be...
Yes.
Actually,
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next...
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had...
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I...
whoa, you are Stanley? You are that legendary adventurer?
The very same.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as a legend. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
Well, I think you're now in the safe hands of... In which case, why head...
Okay, motion passed by unanimous
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Manjavari.
Enough already! Ugh, stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely. There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Merjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow! So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, with the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know.
I believe I've made a... Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face. Oh, you thought so too. I agree. He wasn't telling the...
Please excuse me.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to...
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told anyone before. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. The Sword of Brilliant Valor and the Shield of Magnificent Honor. I don't know whether you believe me, but since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me? You bet! If I can just get off right now, I'm just... So, what do you say? I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it.
Aw, poor Jack. Venti, you could...
Oh, one other thing.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it?
Incoming.
Hey, that bunch of hilly trolls! Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. Disappear!
Lo and behold, the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Are you sure? Looks kinda basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would hilly trolls be bowing down before a piece of junk?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic,
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an Anemo crystal fly? If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant...
You're right. You're right. Then the...
So, we got... Let's scout around. It's definitely in Dadaupa...
There's somebody there!
Stanley? What's...
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora spouting weasel thieves.
What? Where?
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find.
A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use this as a shield?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine barrel.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will. Is that not the true meaning of—
You do have a Okay, then. Ahem. Excuse me? Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some Hilly Trillium by now. If not, there's always body language. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Seems cheerful enough. Oh, yeah! He actually...
Guys, thank you so much. I can't believe I act— Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons.
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! And I actually helped a lot. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You fought... Wow. Then I admire your...
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better... I'll get back to...
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away. Although, on further reflection, someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder if such a person was forced to take their first...
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to... Anyway, I propose we take a trip...
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another person called...
Oh, Stan, it should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stan? Why? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day.
Does anyone get...
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there... But the real adventurer, the real Stanley... The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is...
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Madrivari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! We're busted!
Go away. Savior.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and...
Oh,
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for...
that's wonderful. So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mon?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of...
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see.
Huh? All of a sudden, you're facing the facts?
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurer is just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories...
Stories? Experiences? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these. That's my biggest secret of all. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality, but the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real... Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that...
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down, but I think that...
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self. This calls for a celebration.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving...
No, the wine here's too expensive. I'll head off to fetch the wine. See...
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never...
You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? So, did you at least...
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm...
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle change.
A tiny elemental being? Without a...
Yup. My current form is not so different from the situation. In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told, where a tyrant ruled. I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom, and we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of—
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apple.
Getting a little—
Paimon's had it up to here with you.
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.